Hey everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible for 18 minutes. We're gonna call this one Rockland, Rocking Rockland, in honor of my Rockland peeps I just saw this weekend. So we got 18 kettlebell swings, 18 hollow rocks, 18 box jump overs, and 18 slam balls. So we're gonna go through all of those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so the first movement is going to be our kettlebell swings. Important thing to keep in mind with kettlebell swings, when we come back, we want to come back with our hips. So we want to make sure we're pushing those hips back. Our chest is going to bend forward, but always should be upright. So facing you, as you see, I'm coming back with my hips. When we come back, and we come back up, we want to squeeze our butt up at the top. So our hands, when it comes back with the kettlebell, the outside of our wrist should be touching the inside of our thigh. So we don't want to be touching anywhere else, because if we are, we're going to be doing some weird squat thrust of some sort, and that's not a kettlebell swing and not really great for you. We also don't want to be coming down too far. So if we're letting our chest come completely down and our arms are coming all the way up to above our elbow, we know we are just reaching back way too far. It should be just right here, and we're going to drive up with that with the hip thrust. So let me show you real quick before Mia comes back. And she's back. We're just gonna, on this one, we're just going to come up to our eye height. So if we do not have a kettlebell, we can use a dumbbell too. Same movement, same hip drive, same height up. We want to make sure our arms are straight. We're not bending them to T-Rex arms. This is just going to get more out of the movement. Our core should also be engaged at all times, as always. So those are the kettlebell swings. Further modifications would just be lowering the weight, or you can higher the weight if you want to get crazy. So our next movement is going to be hollow rocks. Few things that are important for this to really be effective. When we're in the hollow position, we want our backs to be, so this is the hollow position. So when we're in that position, we want to make sure there's no gap between your back and the mat. If there is, it would be like this, and we're not engaging that core. So we want to push our core down into the ground and make sure it's flat, and you can test it by trying to put your hands in there. So we're going to be out, our heads are going to be off the ground, core is going to be engaged. We're going to have our feet out, and then once we get a good hollow position, we're just going to rock back and forth, keeping that good tight core. And I will tell you, it is a little harder than it looks. So modifications, just holding the hollow for 18-20 seconds. Or you can do put your hands under your butt, and kind of helps you get that rock a little bit more. Or you can just do some sit-ups. But try the hollow rock out, at least for some of the rounds, or the mod. Okay, so our next movement, I'm not sure that we've done this before in any of the workouts, but it's going to be a box jump over. So we are going to be doing a box jump and then landing on the other side. So we're essentially gonna jump up, land on the other side. Now, a few things that are different is that when we jump on, when we do a regular box jump, you always want to extend upwards. When we're doing a box jump over, you don't need to extend. So you can essentially just stay low and jump over like so. You can jump sideways, you can jump forward, kind of do a twist on the other side. So again, make sure you're jumping as high as the box, stay low, come back down. Modifications, you can just set up, again, plates as usual, lower box. If you do not have any of, if you don't have any of those things, what I want you to do then would be jumping squats, but we're gonna squat, jump, and then we're gonna turn, squat, jump, turn. So we're gonna do 2 squat jumps and then a jumping turn instead of the box jump overs. Slam balls. Our last movement is going to be our slam ball. So let's see. Let me come back here. With the slam ball, a few things. We want to make sure that we're engaging the core. We want our chest to come up. We want to come down into a full squat. We don't want to be bent over with our legs straight and our shoulders down. We want to make sure that we're in a nice, good position where our chest is up. We're coming in a squat, grabbing the ball, coming up with the ball, reaching up overhead, lock up overhead, and then you're going to slam the ball down. So with the ball, I'll show you, come down, come up, slam the ball down. In order to make it a fast, efficient movement when you're doing a workout, we want to slam, when we're coming down with the slam ball, when we're coming down to slam the ball, we want to follow through with our hands, and as we slam it on the ground, it's going to do a little bounce. With the bounce, we want to make sure we're trying to get it before it lands back on the ground. Because obviously it's a weighted ball, there's not much bounce to it, and once it bounces once, it probably won't bounce again. So not like Mia's ball right here, where it's a constant bounce. So again, to make it an efficient movement, we're gonna come up, squat down, stand up, follow the ball back down, catch it on the bounce. So I dropped it there. But you get the point. So modifications, you can do plates to overhead, where we're just taking the plate, touching the ground, chest up, squat, turn the plate up, overhead, turn it back down, touch, and go. So that's all the movements for today's workout. Again, that's Rockland. So good luck, guys. Let me know how you did.